Assalamu alaikum, this is Amjadri and today I am going to present the presentation on the topic case study analysis of energy sector of our country. So these are the contents that I will be discussing throughout the presentation. So first of all, there is the distribution network of Pakistan. The NEPRA, National Electric Power Regulatory Authority, regulates the overall energy sector of our country and investigates the power generation performance throughout the year. It also monitors the performance of all the distribution companies. More, our distribution network comprises of power generation, where the electricity is generated, and transmission means the transfer of electricity from one place to another, and there is the distribution where the electricity is distributed to the different loads, and finally there is the consumers. Now I will be discussing the transmission and distribution losses. So as we know that in 2005 NEPRA framed power standard and distribution rules. So on its basis, each company is required to submit an annual performance report. Means each DISCO is examined on the basis of this report that is to be submitted to the NEPRA in a year. So reports from 2015 to 20 submitted to NEPRA shows the very poor performance by the DISCOs of our country. More, there was the loss of transmission and distribution losses that was 0.37% during the last year. This was this was the loss of almost all the DISCOs, and almost 7 DISCOs have got the loss of 207.3 billion from 2017 to 18. More, actually the transmission and distribution losses are high because the recovery ratio is very low, means the revenue is not generated due to no any effort, or there is no any upgradation, or there is no any monitoring or regulatory directions. That's why there is a very low recovery ratio and losses are being increased day by day. The factors that causes the transmission and distribution losses are first electricity theft. Means we can say that this is the Kunda system that is mostly used in a country by consumers, and more there is no any upgradation in transmission and distribution networks, and there is the lengthy distribution lines and the installation of distribution transformers that is far from the load centers. More, there is also the political factor that affects the performance of DISCOs and power generation, because there is no any investment. If no any investment is invested on the upgradation of our system due to the corruption by different officers or staff. So this table shows the losses in percentage that occurred in different years in SEPCO, Sakhar Electric Power Company. So these shows the losses in percentage, as it is clear that in 2013 and 14 the losses were 38.56%, and 2014 to 15 the losses were 38.15%, and series goes on and on. Now here we will analyze the recovery, means the performance has been improved or not by the SEPCO or any other DISCO. So overall the revenue plays a vital role to decrease deficiencies and to remove the losses in any DISCO. If there is a good revenue, means if revenue is 100%, then the losses can be decreased. So this is the main parameter that is implemented by the NEPRA to get the 100% recovery. So this is the recovery report from 2013 to 2017 to 18 that shows the recovery of SEPCO in percentage. So as we see that in 2013 to 14, the recovery was 58.60%, and the series goes on. And if we analyze the year 2016 to 17, the recovery was 110.8 percentage. That was very effective, means the losses could be decreased through this recovery. And again in 2017 to 18, the recovery decreased. More here we will discuss the different appliances that are being used in different homes in our disco. So the main purpose of this survey was to monitor the different appliances and to check the consumption of power by them. And the main purpose of this was to examine the appliances that were efficient ones and to know the appliances that were consuming more power. So the results are summarized in the following table. Uh, these are the tables that shows the appliances and the power consumed by them. So overall, if we see in the table that the AC is the major cause in the power loss because it consumes more power. Means one AC consumes 1000 watt. So this is a huge loss in power loss. So these are the tables that shows the different appliances and their consumption. Now we will analyze the environmental and economical issues that occur due to the consumption of conventional energy resources or thermal resources. Actually, in our country, the power generation is done by the fossil fuels is oil, gas and coal. So this type of generation has a great impact on environment and economy as well, because it creates a lot of issues like environmental and economical issues. So first of all, let me discuss the environmental issues. So lot of consumption of fossil fuels emits the carbon dioxide that is dangerous for our health and for our environment. More, there is also the greenhouse effect that causes the climate change and global warming, due to which the temperature increases day by day. That makes an alarming situation in this earth. And the second is economical issues. So we know that the huge budget is required for installation of such generation plants. So no any revenue is generated, so investment is not recovered. No revenue is generated because there is due to the energy theft, and there is no any recovery, or there are no hard and fast rules to record the bills and charges. That's why there is no any revenue. And there is the absence of refineries, so these fuels are exported for refining purpose, that is so expensive and decreases our economy. Most of the plants are not in working condition, so that affects the job opportunities and increases the unemployment. uh, Ultimately the poverty will be increased due to absence of jobs and not having any employment opportunity. So this will also decreases the economy. Moreover, nowadays we are known from the fact that such resources have become extinct. So we import them from other countries to fulfill our power demands that cost a lot. Means the huge budget is required to import such fossil fuels from other countries. That is a great loss in our economy, means due to which the economy is being decreased day by day. So this is the tariff rate reports of our SEPCO from 2012 to 2015 to 16. So here the tariff rate is discussed of different premises as residential, commercial, industrial, and other are the bulk supplies. So the tariff rate varies according to the units. Means if units increase, the tariff rate increases, and it varies throughout the year. Means as it is clear from the table that the tariff rate is varying for different units, and that it is also varying throughout the year. In different years it is different for different units. This is also the same table that is linked with the previous one. Here it shows the industrial and bulk supplies. So here also the tariff rate varies according to the loads and the units. So now I will discuss few recommendations to improve transmission and distribution losses. So first of all, the distribution transformers should not be far away from the load centers. They should be close to the load centers in order to avoid transmission losses. Transmission and distribution network should be upgraded to the latest one in order to get more efficiency. So to avoid losses, lines should not be lengthy. So in this way the resistance will be decreased. That will help to reduce the losses. System should be examined on daily basis. If there is any fault, it should be repaired in time, and there should be check and balance for the system time to time, and the load should be balanced at the load centers, because the imbalanced load can create the transmission and distribution losses. More, we should avoid the electricity theft. It can be avoided by providing subsidies to consumers in the form of lower tariff, or in order to avoid the electricity theft, there should be imprisonment for few years in order to avoid such issue. More, we should identify the weakest areas in distribution and strengthen them to get maximum generation. More, there should be installation of shunt capacitors to improve power factor. That is beneficial for consumers and power generation system as well. More, there should be substitution of transmission and distributions with the amorphous core transformers that has a very less or no loss, because there is no any loss in amorphous core transformers. They should be used instead of other transformers that create a lot of losses. Now these are recommendations how to recover the electricity bills. So first of all, for bills recovery, there should be deadline that must be followed. If there is any defaulter, yet his connection should be cut off unless he pays dues. More, release the list of defaulters to media, and all field officers and other relevant staff should be warned in order to get recovery, and they should be given the deadline in order to recover a particular amount in a particular time. Now I will discuss the efficient appliances that helps to reduce the energy losses. First of all, as we know that energy plays a major role in our daily life. Its saving is important, and it can be done by these appliances, as use of inverter ACs instead of conventional ACs, because inverter ACs consumes very less power. More, we should use the products that are certified by the Energy Star. Use LED bulbs instead of CFLs and incandescent bulbs, because CFLs and incandescent bulbs consumes more power. More, we should replace the old appliances with the newer ones, because the newer ones will be more efficient than the older ones. We should use the motion sensors and timers in order to avoid the energy loss, because using such appliances, there should be automatically time to turn off the different appliances after particular time. More, we should use the multifunction devices instead of using different devices, as it combines multiple capabilities as scanning, printing, fax, or copying. As this all can be done just by a single device. So these are the recommendations to overcome the environmental and economical issues. As we know that Pakistan is located in South Asia and its location is worth noticing. And Pakistan is filled with a lot of renewable energy resources. We have sunlight throughout the year, sea, and we have also windy areas for power generation. We have rivers for hydropower plants. So by using renewable energy resources, we can eradicate environmental and economical issues, as there is initial investment and there and the energy will be cost free for the whole life, and they don't require huge budget as compared to the thermal power plants. And such plants play a vital role to boost up the economy, as there will be more opportunities for employment and most of the people will be in job that help to root out the poverty, and in this way the economical issues can be avoided. More, such resources are environmental friendly because it emits very less amount of carbon dioxide, and there is a very less effect of greenhouse gases that helps to reduce the temperature and reduce the global warming and helps to maintain the climate change. That helps to improve our living on this earth. And finally, these are few important links that I referred to make this presentation. So thank you.